Okay, I think we're on. I don't know if we are or not. It says live in the little corner. If somebody will please let me know when you jump on. Hi, there's Kelly.
Hey, I just got a notification that Turbo John's live.
Turbo John's live.
Yeah.
Are you stalking me?
I am.
She is. She
I'm
is
stalking you, baby.
She is stalking me. She's over there doing her little
Crocheting.
knitting, as I call it. Is it
Gotta do-
Is it knitting or crocheting?
Crocheting.
What's the difference between knitting and crocheting?
Crocheting takes a crochet hook, and knitting takes knitting needles.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know how to knit.
Hey, we got a couple guys.
What's the difference between a turbo
Hello.
and a nitrous car? I don't know. It's
What
the
do you
same difference between.
Did you really just say?
It's all about the equipment.
Did you really just say you don't know the difference between a turbo car and a nitrous car?
No, I did not say that.
Oh my God, guys! Can y'all believe that? Hello,
I was
hello.
Just drawing a comparison.
Knitting and crocheting. Y'all didn't expect to come on Turbo John and hear us discussing crocheting and knitting. Although we're going to steal that blanket. Turbo crochet. There you go.
Turbo crochet.
What's up? How are y'all? I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. Everything's going good with you guys. What's up? What's up? Big Booty Judy. That was a good name.
There you go.
These little comments, they pop up real fast and then they disappear. So, I mean, I can't really see a ton. Hey, I appreciate y'all joining in for the no prep stuff. Man, that was a blast. We had such a good time down there. Kelly, I had taught her and Chase into going.
We were going to go.
But then I decided last minute that they probably should not go because it was going to probably be a pretty late night. And that turned out to be an accurate statement.
Yes.
So she would have been in pretty bad shape. It would have been rough. It was really, really rough for us. Yeah, man, we had a blast with the no prep. I'm still on like cloud nine. Can't believe how good the car did, how well it performed. I've done a lot of, homework, a lot of stalking on YouTube. I've watched so many videos. You guys actually, y'all would not even believe. Anytime Kelly was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm watching No Prep Race." Yeah. I was like, "Okay, hold on, let me slow it down. I got to make sure I'm trying to get this thing, figure out what's going on." And y'all can see my food in the back. We stopped by a great place, Quaker Steak and Lube.
Delicious wings.
They got great food. We don't have a ton of those in the south, but in the north there is a bunch of those. But yeah, we got down to 5 cars out of 70. There were 72 or 74 cars there. We ended up having a blast. I mean, it was a good time. We had a lot of people out there. I think Brian and Randy, I think they're getting a no prep bug. And so, man, we had a good time. We really had fun. It kind of back to my roots on what I originally started racing. That's actually my home track. We used to go down there on Wednesday nights, and we would hang out. It's like $5 to get in. We would do a flagman start, and they wouldn't do anything. But we had fun. I think I had a car that was competitive. I didn't, it's hard to tell how fast the cars are. Mine was going through kind of straight. Didn't have many issues. And so it was fun. We had a good time. I did see a couple people, they were talking about the draggies. So I got me a draggy. So I'm going to be able to tell, hey, your mom just said hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Debbie. But yeah, so we had a good time. Don't really know how fast the car was, and what I have decided to do, I decided to do this a while back. I'm sharing a lot of information on my car. I love sharing information. I like talking about my car. I like talking about setups, but I can't, when we're doing a no prep race, out of respect for the other racers, I can't share my data logs. I want to share my data logs, but I just can't do it when, those guys are, they put a lot of time and effort in it, and they're 100% no time. So I don't think it's fair to them to do that. So, I can't share the ETs. I can't share, the times, but I will share, some stuff that we do with the suspension, with what we do with the the setups, what we do with all of the the changes we make. And so I don't think that's a bad deal, but I'm not going to share the times or the approximate times. I mean, those racers, what I'm figuring out though, they kind of have a good ballpark on what they're running. So I mean, it's going to be fun though. Oh, somebody just said when I bust out the laptop, you fast forward. Now, do you do that because you don't want to see it, or just that I'm not? It's boring to you. I mean, this is the Holly system, so I mean, but I like doing the data log videos. There's a lot of people that they're not interested in that, but they want to see the down and dirty racing. So that's okay. But anyway, so yeah, I had a great time. So oh, it's too long. Oh yeah, it is. It kind of, and I'm kind of long winded. I like to talk, apparently. I've heard that before. So I can turn a little 30-second blip into like 10 minutes, it seems like. And I don't think it's really, I don't really think it's too much BS. I mean, some of it is BS, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. So yeah, it is a lot of information. It's a ton of information, and I want to try to get it out there for people. But anyway, I had a blast. So we're going to definitely be down for the no prep. I don't think I'm going to be able to do like Billy and Eric and all them guys. That KC Max guy. Man, those guys, man, they travel all over the place. And I mean, I just can't deal with that. I mean, it's just I want to be, if it's within 5 or 6 hours, I can probably make it. But if it's much more than that, I just can't probably deal with it. It's just a little too long of a ride. So I mean, the local no preps, the dig or die, I think he said they're going to have 2 or 3 of those this year coming up. So we're going to definitely be using the no prep world there. We're going to be doing that. So I mean, we'll see though. I'm gonna try to keep my car off of the real fast tracks. It's not fast enough to run. I can't consistently keep the car together when I'm trying to put 45 pounds of boost on it. So I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna get in where I fit in. The other thing I think that I really fit, that I was talking to my friends and Kelly and Brian and Randy. It's one of those things. I fit there. I mean, the no prep world, man, those guys, they're just my type of people. I mean, all they care about is the car going to get down? Is it going to be fast? And that's all I care about. Hell, I mean, half the cars, they were beat up. I mean, one car, one of the fastest cars there, it didn't even have a front end on. I don't remember what that dude, the nerd. I mean, no front end. I mean, all types of crazy stuff. The little RX-7 with the big fender wells in the back and the ram air out the front of the car. That's awesome. That is 100%, how I roll with my car. Is it functional? And is it going to be fast? I don't give 2 shits on what it looks like. I mean, as long as it's fast, I don't care. And that's what it seemed like most of the people down there, they kind of have that same mindset. The other reality too, when you're no prep racing, is there's a good chance you're going to wad that thing up. So, I mean, if there's a good chance you're going to wad it up, I mean, there's really no need in, putting a carbon fiber front clip on it when you're going to spend $5,000 on it. But yeah, I did see Brown Sugar. That pass was kind of hectic. He almost took out the starter. But it's crazy. But it's interesting. Okay, so I'm only gonna be on here for a few minutes. I haven't been able. We've been visiting family for a little while. So the no prep was the last race of the year for us. There's a couple things happening, early January, so I'm gonna try to get in on those. I'm gonna try to find out from where some of the other local races are. Hopefully somebody will throw together a no prep series down south. I mean, so hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. US 131, I don't even know where that's at. I don't know how far that is away. I appreciate y'all joining in for the no prep race and giving me the kudos. We had fun. We tried to get a bunch of video. I had a bunch of people down there sending me video that they were taking. I mean, I really think we had a car that that could have possibly won it. But I mean, it was just one of those things. It was so cold. It was late. The track, the right lane was going away more than the left lane. But I was able to get down either one of them. I think they were, honestly, I think I could have won. But the split that we done, I'm happy with it. It's always a good time to go out and have, come back with a little bit more money in your pocket than what you left. So we're just going to take a few minutes today. We're going to, we just got over here. I wanted to jump on the live and I want to give away a free t-shirt. And so this thing is, if y'all can guess where I'm at right now, the first one I see that comes up that I can see, where am I at right now? You're going to get a free t-shirt. We're going to send it to you.
You have to give him a hat.
Do I have to give you a hint? I'm at my favorite place.
It's his happy place.
It's my happy place.
That we only come to when we're visiting family.
Walmart.
Okay,
That's the
best
second. That's
happy
the
place.
second place. Summit. Ant-Man got it. Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, woo! You
Summit
know it,
Racing.
You know it.
The happy place with my yes. The happy place is this. That's my favorite happy
Anywhere
place.
I am, right?
See, I brought my
Good
wife
job,
with
good
me.
job.
So we are here. We McDonald's, yes, McDonald's is good too. See, we're at the retail spot. Summit Racing, Ant-Man got it. And my favorite part of Summit Racing is way back there on that back wall, the scratch and dent section. That's funny. Y'all know me, Walmart. Look, I can build my car. They used to call my what did everybody used to call me in True Street Racing? Kevin Robinson, he coined the name. I don't remember what it was. I would go get most of my parts from the hardware store, Hudson's Hardware. He called it something though. I can't remember what he called it, but it was hilarious. I could make stuff go fast with junk parts out of the hardware store. And so true story. Ant-Man, I need you to send me a message, Turbo T-Birds at AOL.com with your mailing address, and and size, and we'll send you out a shirt. Matthew, you may have Ant-Man was the first one that popped up on my screen. Sometimes the lives, the way they do it, it kind of messes it all up. Walmart, that is funny. Y'all know me, my redneck self. Walmart and Lowe's. I love me some Walmart. Walmart is awesome. So let's walk in real fast. If y'all want to walk in, or y'all want me to cut off? Y'all want to stay on the live for a few minutes?
I think you should take them with you and see what's in there.
Think I should take them with me?
Yeah, I bet there's some good Christmas returns in that.
Ooh, that's right. It's on Saturday, that scratch and dent section. I'm hoping some people got some parts, and then they said, wait a minute, no, I don't want this. And they opened the package, and we can get it for like a quarter of the price. Right now, my car is currently running. Well, it was running, loading it into the trailer. So I assume it's still running. It's sitting in there now. I don't think I need anything right now at the moment, but we're going to walk in real fast. Let's walk in real fast.
Need has nothing to do with it, does it?
That's true. It's a want.
It's what could be a want.
Yeah, let's go see if we can get anything in the scratch and dent section, and we'll see. And also something else I noticed. I told y'all I'm not playing. There's some seats right there. We need to get Kelly suited up in some seats.
Oh man.
Because she is going for a ride in the next couple probably months. Next month or so. We're going to do a little we're going to do a ride along. We're going to see how fast we can go to the 65. I don't know if we'll make a full.
I have never ridden in a race
330
car.
pass.
And I don't even like roller coasters, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Fun like a roller coaster.
It makes me a little nervous.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Look at the police car.
Hold on, let me flip it around. Check this out. This thing's awesome here. Probably. It's a little cold. It's not being real cold out here recently, but.
No, it's been in the 60s.
Oh, that thing is
weird for Christmas.
That thing is awesome. Oh, Ant-Man lives in Goldsboro. Oh, shoot, I can deliver it to you.
Yeah, really.
My buddy Chris Grieve. Turbo T-Birds. TURBOTBIRDS at AOL.com. I'll check it out.
Well, it's busy in here today.
Okay, well, when can you not? You gotta stop and twist the heads. Okay, I didn't make it to the scratch and dent section.
He's already gotten just sidetracked.
She just said I've already gotten sidetracked. We hadn't made it in 2 feet in the door. That's the reason. I always.
Look at the little wagon with the.
We always stop here, and we're like, I'm like, Kelly, it's only gonna take just a couple minutes.
This is why I brought my crochet.
That's why she brought her knitting needle.
Crochet.
Knitting. Look, everybody else is already hitting up the scratch and dent section too.
Oh, look, they got extra racks.
We may be late. We probably should have came on Thursday. Well, no, then people wouldn't have had time to return it.
They got extra racks.
No scramble button when the wife rides. Oh, I'll let her determine the scramble button. Oh, it's a nice little radiator. Oh, they got a bunch of wheels. Ooh, they got a deep discount, 25% off all the scratch and dent prices as they are. Okay, this may take a while. What? Gorilla rods. Check that out. For a Porsche. I'm not gonna open that up. That is odd though. I mean, check this out. Normally $1,000, $700. I mean, I guess if anybody needs any Porsche rods, maybe I can find me some pistons. I use pistons, my CP bullets. That's exactly what I use in my car. Honda. Wow, that thing right there is a Mac Daddy. Is that a Power Glide front pump? Nope. I don't know what it is, but it's not a Power Glide.
I can't even tell what half this stuff is.
This is training 101 for Kelly to learn parts. Kelly.
Springs.
Okay, what is this?
Here?
That is a flex plate.
It is a flex plate.
That is the link between the motor and the transmission.
Got it.
Without these 6 or 8 bolts right here,
Yeah.
no power, no go.
Oh.
How's that? 4L60E junk. Somebody said.
You can put the-
Calipers. I've gotten several really good deals out of here. Seems like every time I come, I find something. Excuse me. Lizard skin.
Ceramic insulation.
Anybody ever used lizard skin? I think that's the stuff that is like the waterproof, kind of like the. It's normally $90 on sale for $30. What do you use the lizard skin for? Is that what you would coat? Like for sound deadening? Cooler, quieter ride. Man, that's a good deal. Sound deadening, okay. That's what I was thinking. That's a good deal, $30. So sound deadening means it's going to add some weight. Which that's okay. I mean, $3,200. I mean, 3,200 pounds now. That's a good idea. If I can find a steering wheel with a button. Did y'all realize my button on my steering wheel is a horn button? And it also has got a telephone cord that I bought. Yeah, it's just one of the rims. That's not a bad deal. Axles. There's 2 rims. Lots of underdrive pulleys. What are these? Well, those look fancy. Nice alternator. $200. It's not bad. Now, if I could find a 16-volt alternator. Fill it weight. Is that what you need? Okay. Loose juice. I missed that a minute ago. Well, that's pretty. We're buying a whole set of those. I mean, that's a good deal. $60. What kind of crankshaft is this? LS crankshaft? Yeah, that wheel is kind of flashy. I'm gonna need to find out what kind of crankshaft this is. Looks like an LS crankshaft. The 2019 rule book. The rule book is only worth $3. And we're gonna pass on those rules. Rules are optional. We're at the one in Talmadge, the original one up here in Ohio. I guess this is the first one. Scratch and dent and demos. They got a lot of wheels out today. It's not too bad. It's cooling down today. It was really cold earlier. Nice triple spring. Set of 13. That's pretty. There is no snow. This is a CP Bullet piston. This is what I run in my car. Well, obviously, this is a different part number. Some type of big block. That's a good deal. $600. I don't know if that's an LS crank either. I have no idea what kind of cranks these are. They have a lot of pistons. Well, this is a set of rods. Ooh, that might be a deal for somebody. It's still kind of pricey though, $1,800. But a full set of 8 Corella rods. Well, that's not bad. If you were a here's the Icon pistons. I haven't ever seen these. I've heard about them. It's like a pretty well-made piston. I don't know what it looks like. Maybe that's the 4032 material though. I don't know if that's the good material or not. I'd have to look into that. I should not be looking at pistons. Yes, I should. At any given time, I could blow a piston. I could knock a piston right out of mine. And send a rod hanging out the side of the motor. God, I hope that doesn't happen next time. Wow, these things are super heavy. Randy is ordering a complete set of pistons. Probably going to go back probably with the same one, the diamonds. And they're really good. We're still trying to decide. We don't really understand, what happened. Are you kidding me? That rim's $50. That's got to be a price error. There's no way that wheel is normally $150. I guess it could be. It looks more expensive than that, but there's only one. I don't see anything that I absolutely have to have. Man, well, that's disappointing. No, we're going to go to some more pallets. I like Wiseco pistons. They're usually a little heavier though, but they're made out of good material. So they usually, any piston, it doesn't really matter. As long as there's a bunch more. Hold on a second. There's more parts. Any piston is breakable if you have the wrong tune-up, if you get it too hot. So it doesn't really matter the design. A bad tune-up is not going to, the best piston is not going to survive that.
Is that a whole engine?
Yes, that's a whole engine. I have Moser axles in mine. I got 35 spline axles. Yeah, I agree. That one on Randy's where it busted, where it lifted the ringland under that pocket. I'm hoping we're gonna change the camshafts a little bit and put a smaller cam in it. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more material there. Oh yes, check this out. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what kind of. I don't know if I got any 4-lug wheels or not. God, that is a pretty wheel right there. Sold as a pair, one of two. Kelly, hold this. So is that for the pair, or is that $100 for both of these?
Andrew K says 5-lug is the way to go.
I need to or something. So does it set 1, 3, $400?
Uh-oh, I think we may have something that has to go home to North Carolina.
I have nothing that 5-lug will even fit on, but $100 for both of those is that's like crackhead price.
Chipotle Turbo wants to know how much did you shorten your rear?
I have the length of mine is factory right now. It is not shortened at all. They're 15 by 10s, 6.5 inch backspace, and big hammer on the rear fender wheel. That's a great deal too. Double beat lock. Oh, that is bad too. Oh, there. I don't have anything that could fit on at all. Okay, we're not buying any of these.
No.
No. If I had anything 5-lug, those torque thrusts would be coming back though. I don't have anything 5-lug at all. Are you kidding? What are those? Those old dirt track wheels. Okay. So, if anybody's close to Ohio and they want to come check out the wheels, that right there is a smoking deal. $100 for those. Those things are cool. That one right there, I mean, that fits on a Mustang all day. If you've got a 5-lug Mustang, 15 by 10 with 6.5-inch backspace, and then a 4 3/4 pattern. I don't know if that's the Chevrolet or the Ford pattern. How do you say this? Where are we at? Talmadge? Talmadge.
So that's the road, I think.
No, that's the city, I think. It's the main
Near Akron, Ohio.
It's outside of Canton and Akron.
Ohio.
Akron. That's the Chevy pattern.
Right off of 76, Highway 76.
That right there is a great deal. I mean, that's $250 off. Chevy bolt pattern. I appreciate it. Okay, I mean, they got some cool stuff here. Nothing in the scratch and dent section for me.
Sorry.
It's always worth the look there, right?
Never know.
Oh, throttle body adapter. Man, these things right here are awesome. Look, it's got the SFI sticker and everything. These things are anodized or powder coated. I don't know. I've never seen a barrel like that. This is some stuff that they put on those Pro Mods. Yes, we're right outside of Youngstown. This is that street light. 15 by 10, 6.5. Or are you talking about the black one? Oh yeah, the black one here. That's a $700 rim. If that one was only a couple $100, I'd probably buy it just to have it. Just in case I ever had anything that required something that badass. But that's a negative. Okay, let's see what else. Man. Okay, I guess this is about it. See, this is the problem. I've been live. We've been live for 30 minutes.
Really?
That's why we can't, that's why I can't come here in like 5 minutes.
No, it takes longer.
It takes so long.
It's being a craft store.
Yeah, just walking and browsing. I'm digging the Hoosier tires. I think the Hoosiers are my new favorite tire at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to try to do the No Prep Kings or not. The No Prep Kings, I know it's supposed to be no prep, but their small tire cars are super fast. Bill Lutz runs it. That car runs. He just went into sixes or into fives. He went into fives in the quarter mile. I left my wallet in the car. So somebody said that their wallet would hate them. Oh, look. Got some track bite. I wonder if they got any of the skinny sauce in here. I don't know if that's available at Summit yet. It should be, if it's not. Look, they just called my last name and I hadn't even ordered anything.
I don't think
Yes, you called. You rang. I don't think the Hoosier is going to last nearly as long. Typically, the Hoosier is softer, and it's much softer on the rubber. I mean, it's a lot harder than what it used to be on the old 275 tires, but I don't know if it's going to last or not. I mean, we'll see. That's the good thing about the Pro Bracket radials. The Pro Bracket radials, those things would last all season easily with a lot of racing. I just don't think the Hoosier's going to do that. Kelly, let's go see if we can get you in a seat.
Oh, do we have to buy a seat? You don't have a seat?
No, I don't have a seat. I mean, you got to have a seat to ride, though.
Can't we get it from the U Pull-Up place?
Oh, they did have skinny sauce? I didn't see any over there. Look at these old signs.
Did they catch it on video?
No, they said that somebody said they had skinny sauce. Oh, the woodworking stuff. All right, let's go check these seats out.
I can't believe that's a grill. That's awesome.
They've all got seat covers on them.
All right.
All right, plop down in that one.
This one?
Yeah. Does it feel secure? Well, that's why we're going to be getting one of those.
There's something pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Come back when you're done.
You gonna hang out there? She's like, I'm gonna say here. I'm just gonna hang out in the chair. Turbo headers. Hit stick prep. Man, they've got everything in here. Okay, I guess we're gonna leave with nothing. I'm a little disappointed. I don't need anything. I don't need anything at the moment. Check these batteries out. Wow, that is so tiny.
I have a feeling though, every time we leave with nothing, we end up coming back.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Maybe you should just find something.
Find something. Although one of those nice aluminum air tanks would be cool to have. I've got the little pump. Let's go look at the seat belts over there. Now, this is something I've been entertaining, is getting an old, like, tunnel ram style intake. That's one of the, I think that's a knockoff of some sort. I don't know what kind it is. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Right here. Look at this thing. That thing is, like, cheated up. That must be for a big block Chevrolet. Big block Ford. Wow, that thing is awesome right there. Yes, this is exactly like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop. For I don't hunt or fish, but my buddies that do, that's exactly what this is. Now there you go. That's a big block Chevy tunnel ram. I got a big block, small block Chevy somewhere. That's what I'd like to see. What I've been thinking about doing is buying one of these, and putting the bungs in it, and then taking the top off, and then making it, more of a tunnel ram style intake. Although that thing right there is awesome. LS motor, the LS tunnel rams are awesome. They just done the one that come out for the small block Ford. Small block Chevrolet we may not ever get. Those are nice. Instead, I'm stuck with an elbow at the moment. Those are cool. The Holley High Ram. It's a bad intake. And the best EFI system ever, as far as I'm concerned. That's the only one I know anyway. Man, look at all the fuel leakers over here. There's fuel leakers all over the place. Surprised it's not all on the floor. ProFlow, I don't know. I don't have much experience with them. I was blow through carburetor forever, and it was very challenging. But I learned a lot about carburetors and how to make them work. This stuff is pretty cool. The contained fuel injection stuff. Man, that stuff looks pretty neat. Wow, check that one out. That's the MSD one. The Atomic. When I first met Brian, he had EFI, mechanical injection, alcohol, and he had a carburetor just like this. No boosters in it, and it was direct injection. I was so confused. I was like, what are you doing with this thing? Oh, here's this hot rod. Gotcha. That's awesome. This thing is killer right here. Does that thing got a Hemi in it? It does. Wow. John Dock exhaust. That thing's pretty cool. Let's go over here and look at these air tanks. Oh man, look at these. My buddy Joey Moore is going to have a fit. Wow, that is awesome head. Trick flow, old style, high ports. Look at that exhaust. a nice head. Which head do you prefer, Kelly? Look at the ports on these big blocks. God. Unbelievable. And those big block guys want to run with us small block guys all the time. I guess that's the same thing with us turbo guys picking on the nitrous cars all the time, huh? Okay, I think we're about done. Wow. Nice laid back chamber. This is where a ton of flow happens, where a lot of people don't really realize it as it's coming out in that chamber. Wow. That is bad to the bone. 460 head. Those things have got to flow a tremendous amount of air. Three-quarter race cams. I don't know if they got any three-quarters or not. I'm sure they got some half three-quarter. Probably. I could ask. Here's a button. See, my horn button was only like $4. RV cams. First car I had an RV camshaft. That's what the guy told me when we put it in. Charlie Taylor at Lumberton. Oh, there's those death sticks right there. Woo! Those things are tough. See if I see anything over here I need. Oh, you can always use tools, right? Did I miss the... I may have missed the air tanks. I used to have a big rack of them, but that was last year. I mean, this place is awesome. You can order it. You can order it at this counter right here, or you can go, pay for it at the cashier. And then in 5-10 minutes, they got it pulled out for you. Unbelievable. Oh, Devin, they got some wiring connectors over here, Summit style. I don't see any wire nuts, though. I got a couple wire nuts on my car. Oh, my God. You ought to see people flip out. Okay, I guess we're done. Look, butt connectors. Although, the wire nuts that I have used have never failed. Or I've had butt connectors fail.
If I'd seen this, I totally would have gotten it for you.
What? A turbo desk
They
fan.
said we need to ask the cashiers. I don't have any more out front, but they might have some in the back. A turbo desk fan. How cool is that?
That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, maybe next year. Okay, so I guess we're done. Okay. Anybody need any power valves? They don't have any boost reference ones. Yeah, Devin, I sent him a picture of the wiring on my car, and he sent back a throw up emoji. Luckily, all my wiring I've got carpet, so all my wiring is hid under the carpet, and everything is in red wires. So if I ever have a problem, it's probably not going to be fixable at the racetrack because every wire is red. Oh, that's good. Look, Kelly's like, let's go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wow, 5,000 lumens. What? Well, that is bright. Oh, wow, they got even 10,000s. I have not dynoed my car. It's probably making about 18 horsepower. 1,800 cornhole set.
You can tell what I look at when I'm here.
This is awesome. Dude, I so should get that and put it in my car. Everybody be all jacked up. You got nitrous? You got nitrous in your car? Yeah, we do all the tuning on ours at the track. I do need some more pants. I would like to find a 15 jacket. Race Tech. I haven't even heard of them. Kelly, there you go. I need me a new helmet.
You need a new helmet?
Yeah, check these out.
You want an American flag one?
Dude, those are awesome. Is that real carbon fiber? I guess it is. Or is it just a... No, that's not carbon fiber. It's just a coating on it. Those are nice. Okay. You ready?
Whenever you are.
That is not what she normally says. That is absolutely not the normal reaction that I get. I'm just kidding.
I figured if we're coming all the way, you might as well spend time here.
Yeah, she's awesome. She lets me race and has fun and spend all of our money on the race car. How do you know when you've maxed out timing? You need to pull all the plugs when you're in the tuning phase. Make a pass, pull the car back if you can, and then pull all the spark plugs out. First, creep up on the timing. So, I mean, you'll see it. It depends on what kind of fuel you're on. Depends on how it's going to run, but where the timing mark is. But you just want to creep up on it and then monitor performance. That's the biggest thing, is making sure that you're monitoring the ET and the mile per hour to make sure that, you're going in the right direction. When you start getting close to the limit on what the max timing is, it's going to start picking up less and less as you add timing. So that's how you know when you're getting close to the edge and you need to start slowing down. And there's a lot of variables. I mean, the water grains, how much boost you're running, of course, how hot the air is it cold outside? I mean, there's a ton, that goes into it. But I like doing it at the track. I mean, the dyno is cool. Haven't been on the dyno in a real long time, though. But the dyno it's just a tuning tool. It can get you in trouble if you try to max it out on the dyno. And then before you know it, you're at the track and you're over that edge. The cam sync I'm using is out of a 5.7 LT1 engine. You take the rotor cap off of it and you take the rotor button out, and then I got a EFI connection cap, and it's a 50% Hall effect is all it is. And I got a bronze gear. It's smaller than normal. So I think it's 427.427 diameter, and it is that's a grill. Oh, that's awesome. And then so that's the cam sync that I use. My motor is a little bit less than 9-to-1. There was another question that just popped up, but I missed it. I think it was before the compression. This is awesome. Small lot Chevy. Oh, it was the Randy is still Ford power. He's small block Ford. Dude, that is awesome. That is kick butt. It's got a real air filter on it too. We use Randy has the Holley coils on his. I have the D585 LS coils on mine. He's got the big wire kit and all that good stuff. He is contemplating going turbo this year. I don't know if he's going to make it or not. We'll see. It's a lot of work to go, to do that. But it definitely, I think it'd be easier on parts. So he may end up going turbo. So pretty soon you may see his blower in the next couple of days pop on like turbo bullet parts or something. No, I still have not moved that scramble button to the steering wheel. Oh, here's some outlaw street outlaws. It's awesome. Ryan's got a killer car. He's probably got the baddest one on that show. I don't know about y'all. I love watching street outlaws. That's awesome. It's cool stuff. Kelly, where are you going? She's just walking. Okay, let's go. I think we've been in here long enough, not spending money. Let's at those. Yeah, Randy, I mean, the blower car is so cool, but it is just so expensive. It's so hard to keep parts on it. The turbo cars, we can put a 110 or a 118 turbo on his, and it's going to be more reliable. So it's going to stay together a lot longer and make good power. Jason Tyson, y'all saw how fast he went. He went, I think he went a 419 or 420 at 180 miles an hour, 179 miles per hour. And it's basically the same motor as Randy's car, but with a turbo instead of a blower. About the same weight. There's a big smile. My car has a, I've got a forced inductions. It's Jose's turbo. It's a GTR 102. Bad to the bone. Jose probably makes one of the best turbos out there. I didn't see that. What kind of color do you need Kelly to paint in the video?
Wait, what?
Yes, mine's a billet wheel. Somebody said you need to paint color into the video. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so mine is a billet wheel 102, GT55 based. I have a 139 housing on the turbine. Man, this store is so big. There goes those seats. You go sit back down in the seats again. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get in this car real fast. Standing mile, probably not. Standing mile is, man, that would be hard. Oh, it's talking about dye your hair, Kelly. A new hair color.
Oh.
Uh-oh. She is a nice natural blonde. You are.
I am. I used to be.
She's gotten a little gray over time. Nice meeting you guys too, man. We had fun. No, we're not gonna buy anything. Like I said, I don't need anything. There was nothing in that parts bin. The used stuff that I absolutely had to have. So I'm gonna do good. I mean, those two thrust wheels though, man. God, they look good. I have nothing that's 5 lug.
Who wants to place bets on that we'll be back before we leave?
Man, we have a blast racing. We got a good group of guys. We all help each other. We do, me, Brian, Randy, Shannon. We got a couple other streetcar guys that we help out. Yeah, the double hump heads were out of stock with the RV camshaft. I should have went up to the counter up there to one of the tech guys and been like, "Hey man, I'm looking for an RV camshaft." Got Kelly to record it. He'd have been like, "This idiot." Oh, that would have been funny. Maybe next time we'll do that. My motor is 364 cubic inches. So my motor is a little tiny motor. It's a D-stroke, basically 400. The bore is a 4.165, and the crankshaft is a 3.34 stroke with a 6200 rod. Michigan, man, I know you guys are cold. We got some friends that live up there. We went up there in the summer. It was nice. We enjoyed it in the summertime. We're gonna have to read all those. There's a ton of. I'm seeing some of these. The comments pop up, but some of them are going by really, really fast. Yeah, the only thing is that I need or yeah, I would love to have well, actually, right now for the race car, the only thing I need is I got to change the gear. Wow, 28 degrees. I think it's 45 degrees out here now, so it's not too bad. We are it's chilly, but it was nice yesterday. 60s, so it was almost like it was at home, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, all her brother and family, they were like, y'all brought the heat with you, which it was super cold down at the at the track when we were doing the no prep. I mean, it was like 30 degrees. It was crazy. But yeah, my motor is a little baby motor. But it, you know, it works good. You know, what I figured at these no preps, at these limited prep tracks, you know, you don't have to go super fast. I mean, that's one of the things that I'm digging about it. You know, you don't have to go, but, you know, somewhere in the, you know, it depends on the track. But I mean, somewhere in the, you know, the 480 range, 480s to probably 550s, then you're in the hunt almost everywhere, you know, possibly even slower than that. So, I mean, it's one of those things that's definitely interesting. I'll roll down my window. It's getting hot in here. Be fun to get local North Carolina YouTubers together in a meet and greet. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I talk to John quite often. John is he's a cool dude, John Doc, and there's several other people. I met the Tesla Racing channel. He was pretty cool. I wrecked him the other day. I didn't wreck him. I raced him the other day. He was the one that I raced in the finals. I think his name was Charles. Super cool dude, super nice. He's got a ton of followers. He's got a Tesla all-wheel drive that is super fast. And so that thing it bangs out pretty hard, but I mean, you know, they didn't allow all-wheel drive at that race. So I mean, it was pretty cool. Yeah, the Clapped Out guys, I've seen them before. He's a pretty cool dude. So between myself, John, Clapped Out, you know, the Tesla Racing channel, we got the Six Gun Sled. I mean, shoot, we got a bunch. Yeah, you're right. We got a bunch of people in North Carolina that have some YouTube channels. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, that would be cool I know they do some YouTube events. I think last year they did one at Galot, and that was just kind of when I was first getting started. But, you know, it would be cool to get an event. You know, we could have a shootout. We could invite Justin Swanstrom in his, non-pro mod, as he calls it. I think I got under his skin a little bit. He called me, what did he call me? Frumpy or Trumpy or Fluffy. He called me Fluffy. Dude, he was mad. I don't think he was happy about me calling him his non-pro mod a pro mod. His pro mod. Swan Gang, yes. He's got some bad stuff, but I mean, I don't care. It is a chassis car. Just because it ain't got two bars in the middle, and he's calling it a double frame rail. It's an old Top Sportsman car. But anyway, we can run him. You put him after my weekend of this no prep. I'm willing to go down with about anybody in those conditions, the back of the track, because you ain't gonna go but so fast. If you on a 28 by 10, I mean, it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. We're gonna have a blast. So it's definitely fun though. We have a good time though. But you know, Justin's channel is doing good. He's got some pretty crazy content. He's a cool dude too. I mean, he's interesting, definitely interesting to watch. Shannon has gone down to South Carolina Motorsport Park tonight. They're doing some type of race. And I mean, I don't remember what it is. Brian has got his motor back together, so he's probably actually. I tried to call him earlier, he didn't answer, so he probably is putting his motor in today. It only got some rod bearings, and you know, so he's good on that one. Which that motor has been together, I think, for 3 or 4 years now, so it's a bad to the bone LS. So I know John Doc's got a lot of stuff happening. I mean, he's got so many projects. I don't know how he keeps up. I barely can keep up with mine. Randy is taking his motor stuff. He's taking the motors in the head, the engine block in the heads to TKM. I think he said he's going to do that this coming Monday or Tuesday. We got a little bit of repair work to do on one of the heads, maybe both of the heads. But so a little bit of repair work to do, and then he's going to order some new rods. He's got to get new pistons, and Kevin's going to make sure everything's good on the motor. I think that's what his plan is. I don't know exactly what his complete plan is. I hadn't talked to him much over the holidays, so he's going to be getting all that done soon, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully. Pistons are usually about 6 to 8 weeks out. But hopefully we'll have, you know, his stuff ready to go back together. Kevin's going to do all the work, and then we're going to assemble it back at Brian's shop. We'll do all assembly. I hear people all the time, they call themselves engine builders, and they're the ones that put it together. I'm not an engine builder, I'm an engine assembler. The engine builder is the machine shop, in my opinion, even if they don't put it together, because they're the ones that are responsible to make sure all the clearances are right, to make sure everything is done proper. All I'm doing is just, putting it together. Super easy. And there's nothing to it. I mean, people do that all the time. They get an engine builder to build it, and then if they're at the track, they'll maintain it. And that's what it is, maintaining it. So yeah, I mean, it's, so we're going to be doing that. Not a big deal. But so we're excited though. I mean, this coming season, I don't know what all our plan is. Carolina No Time, got sporting their hat up there. They got a good program. They got a class, small block boost, and that's the class that we've been running in with Randy's. And I don't know that we're going to be competitive this year, honestly. If he goes turbo and puts a big turbo on it, 118 or 110, I don't know the biggest turbo that Jose can do. I don't know what his biggest one is. I don't think a GT55 will probably be a big enough turbine wheel. So whatever turbo, it's got to go turbo in order to be competitive. But the problem is there's no rules in this class. The only rules in the small block turbo class is you got a small block, but there's no cubic inch limit. So it doesn't talk about, deck space or, or bore space or any of the deck height. Deck height is one of the big things. But it's one of those things, there's no rules on weight. And we know that, the real lightweight cars have a huge advantage. And, everybody can build one. But Randy doesn't, we're not going to have the ability to build one this year. So it's going to be one of those things. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, honestly, that class, everybody knows what it runs for the most part. It's going to run 4.0s this year. And it would not surprise me if there weren't a couple of those cars that run 390s. And we're just not going to be able to do that. We're not going to be able to go. Randy's car is too heavy. We went a 430 flat with Randy's. It weighed 2,800 pounds. And so if you do the math and just the basic math, if you can drop 400 pounds and get down to what most of those cats are that we're racing against, now we have a 14 car. So, we've got the ability to go fast if we could get the weight off of it. But that's going to, it's going to really require cutting up that car. And Randy really doesn't want to cut up that car. That car is real sentimental to him. Him and his dad started building that car back in the day. And, and so it was a project with him and his dad, and he doesn't really want to cut it up. I don't blame him. So it's got sentimental value. It's just not a piece of junk race car. Randy's not down for the no prep deal, which I don't blame him. There again, my car is, it's a heap. I love it, but it's a, if I jam it head first into the wall, not that big a deal. But Randy's, he's got a lot more time, a lot more effort, a lot nicer car, a lot more sentimental value. So it's one of those things. He's not going to do the no prep stuff. He's going to be out there helping me with no prep. And that's kind of our deal. That's kind of what we planned out. And Brian's going to be coming out this year with his car, that 67. He's going to be hitting a bunch of races. So, it's definitely going to be interesting. It's going to be cool. Mine and Brian's are going to be at the no prep races. Shannon, he's going to probably be at the no prep races. I don't know how much no prep he's going to do, but he's doing like the limited 28 stuff. He'll be doing the limited 28s. He'll be doing Carolina No Time. Shannon's car is a good all-around car. He can go about anywhere. Randy's car, we're going to definitely be doing Carolina No Time. We're probably going to be doing some of the limited drag radial stuff. I told Randy last time I talked to him, man, we probably need to hit a class where there is, some rules, some basic rules. And then that way, one of them being weight. And then that way we got an even playing field. We might jump in. I don't know what classes we'll jump in, but we hadn't decided yet. We don't know exactly what he's going to do with his yet. So basically, usually you won't see me and Randy's car at the track at the same time. We tried that a couple times, and I do, most of the tuning on his. We got help that comes and does the turnaround stuff in between rounds. But when my car is there and his car is there, man, it's hard to maintain. It's really hard to keep the tune-up straight on his and mine. And, they're so finicky. You got to look at everything. You got to look at the data. You got to look at the video of what the car actually did. How did it take off? How did it run? Then you got to pull the data log. And, you can quickly go through it, but usually if you're too quick with it, you'll miss something. And then when you start missing stuff, that's when you have, hiccups. That's when you start knocking head gaskets out and pistons out and start having issues. So we try not to do that stuff. So so it makes it complicated when you have more than one car there. And so Brian, he does most of the stuff on his. I try to help him peck on the keyboard a little bit with his, but for the most part on his, I mean, he's able to maintain it and do it. So usually mine and his at like a no prep race, I mean, we're usually good to go on that. But there again, at the no prep races, when they're limited prep, it's one of those things that it's just not as complicated. Like, we didn't have a lot of work to do this last time at the no prep race. So I mean, it's definitely interesting though. So I don't know, we'll see. Man, y'all see, we've been live for 65 minutes.
You said you could talk. You warned him.
Wow. Dunn Irwin. Yes, I'm not very far from there. I used to live in Benson. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all the compliments for the no prep stuff. It may have been a fluke. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we just went some rounds. I mean, it's one of those things, I don't know. I mean, it's always, you never can tell if it was a fluke or not until you get out there and you can repeat it. And, we hadn't done that. So we're going to find another no prep. And, I'm eager to try the little draggy out. And we're going to leave the same tune up and see what it was trying to do. I mean, maybe I was just way underpowered, man. I was looking at a bunch of videos. Spooled Media, they come out with a great video. If y'all are not following Spooled Media, y'all need to go check them out too. They've got awesome video content, and man, those cars, they were fast down there, but a lot of them were kicking the tires. I don't know if they were trying to overpower the track. Maybe that's what it was. I mean, I don't know how fast they were trying to go. I seen a little live cast on Monday where Eric and a couple of the cars, they were talking, and it looks like they share a little bit of data, and they kind of know what kind of mile per hour they were running, and what it looks like. I have no idea what mine was doing. Mine was hooking and booking, but it might have been slow. I mean, it looked fast, but I mean, looking at my data log, I mean, it was reasonably fast, but I don't know if it was real fast or not. The monthly radio races at Galat, Dana, with she's the track manager, owner of Galat Motorsports Park. We are going to do that on Thursday nights. We don't know which one yet. We're going to try not to jump on top of. There's a couple other races out there on Thursday nights, once a month. So we want to make sure we're not on top of them, but we're going to do that. Still same thing, like free entry, and the purse starts at like $300. It's great. Harold Rayner does the track prep down there and always does an awesome job. Yeah, Billy's got a good video out too with the Street Racing channel. Man, he does an awesome job editing his content. But Billy's a cool dude too. I run into him and met him down there, and he's super nice dude. Gave me a lot of helpful hints on what I should be doing and what I should not be doing. And so I mean, we had a good time down there. It's just awesome, seeing the cars, and hopefully we'll see how it works out. There's a lot of them that still have no idea who I am or what I'm into or what I do. So I'm hoping that'll change in maybe the next 3 or 4 races. They'll be going, man, this old copper piece of junk is fast. I mean, I think right now I'm still a duck right now. So we'll see. I don't know. It's a good time though. But we have fun doing it. We have a blast. I mean, that's all we can do. I mean, I'm telling you though, the no prep, I said forever. Hey, thanks. Somebody said the decal on the hood looked good.
Oh, I made it.
She made that her crafty self. And then we had problems. The paper she used to stick the decal on, it was more sticky than the hood because it was cold. Or it might be because I've got Rust-Oleum spray paint on the hood and it's not really designed to do to stick to that. I don't know, but she done a great job. So we're gonna get a couple more of those done and stick it on the car. But hopefully we won't be a duck. You always have those people. Yeah, that under the radar. That's my style. I like being underrated. I like being the underdog. I like going out there. I like for people to sleep on me a little bit because sometimes it'll bite them in the butt. I've been on both sides of the coin. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. But it is what it is. It's fun. We have a good time. Oh, that was Brian calling. I'll call him back in a minute. I done talked him up. But the no prep world is definitely it is what I think that I want to be in. There again, I'm a budget racer. I mean, there's a lot of other ones out there. So honestly, going out there and grudge racing for thousands of dollars, that ain't happening for me. Is it, Kelly?
No, it is not. Sorry.
That is not happening. Now, if I had any sugar daddies that wanted to set us, if I had any sugar daddies, Brian keeps calling. I can't. I'll call him back in a minute. If I had anybody that wanted to put up the money and do us a garage race, and we were there at the track, I'm all for that. Call the car Penny. I think the name that I'm sticking with right now is Pay Dirt, and the reason Pay Dirt is because it's gold, and so it looks like a piece of junk. It's a piece of hunk, and I mean it's just not very pretty. And I get it, I understand. And the reason I chose Pay Dirt is because I was watching Gold Rush, and they were talking about pay dirt. And I was like, man, that looks like crap. That dirt, it's amazing that the gold can come from the dirt, you know, and it looks like you got to get it out though. So that's perfect for my car. You know, it looks like junk. It looks like a piece of dirt penny. Yeah, there you go. You know, it looks like a piece of junk, but it's actually valuable. It's fast. And if you sleep on it too much, it will cut your head off and it will put you to sleep. And I think I called a couple people this weekend. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, you know, you've always got those bears out there. When you show up to the track, you hope that's not who you draw first round, second round. But, you know, sometimes you draw them and that's okay. Sometimes I like to, you know, go ahead and get the paint out the first time and go ahead and, you know, draw on that bear the first time. And, but it works good. The car works good. You know, we got a lot of data on the car. I've had the car now. When did I get that car?
Oh gosh, you've had the car for years.
I mean, I think I bought that car like in 2006, 2007. I mean, it's a ex sluice box. That was good. It's an ex highway patrol car, North Carolina highway patrol car. And it's just being turned into a race car over the years. And I mean, if you go back and look at some of my very old videos from YouTube, they're on there. If you search all the way back to the beginning, it was white and the front end was all beat up. And it was, I think it was multicolored. I can't remember.
It was green at one point.
It was green at some point, but it was, we were at Piedmont in Roxborough running 580s, and that was with a bone stock 302 out of the car, and it had an E or a Z cam. I don't know. It had one of the letter cams in it, 75 or 76 millimeter turbo with high ports on it, and it went 580s. And then I took it out, and then it went through. The rods were bent. It's crazy. I mean, but it run good. When I went under there to loosen the flex plate bolts, it was crazy. You know how normally you have the flywheel turner, you pull it. I grabbed the flex plate and I was like, it just spun over freely. The heads were on it. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, this ain't good. It didn't have no compression. It didn't have nothing. It still went 580s. But that was back in the day. So it was definitely interesting. All right, guys. Well, we're going to jump off here. I appreciate everybody jumping on. We've been on here for like 72 minutes. My hand's starting to hurt from holding the phone. My shoulders are hurting. I'm gonna do another video. It'll probably come out tomorrow, either Monday, and I'm gonna just be talking about some suspension stuff. But hopefully it won't be boring you guys to death too much. I appreciate all y'all jumping on. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a safe New Year's coming up. Do a lot of burnouts. Don't get caught by the police if you're doing the burnouts. So don't do it on the street, do them in the parking lot, do them on a closed circuit. I think the cops are catching on that Mexico is actually not Mexico. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. She still thinks Mexico is Mexico. But it's not. So if you got a video that says it's in Mexico City, I don't think the police are believing that anymore.
Oh, I getcha.
Like, didn't know Mexico had Burger King that looked like right across the street from me. Pocket Change. There you go. Now that's a good one. I like that name too. Pocket Change. Yeah, EFI tags. I appreciate y'all ordering some of those. We don't have many more of those at all. The police are not coming for me. I don't street race. I am not getting on the street. My last experience doing that scared me to death, and so that's a big no for me. I was like, gosh, that was in 2006. So wow, that was a long time ago.
You're old, man.
Wow, that was 14 years ago. Man, we've been racing a long time. All right, guys, we're out of here. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And we'll see you again on the video soon. Thanks, bye. And every time, I can't ever find the exit.
Yeah, tap it.
Is that it?
Yes.
End. Later.